Welcome back, everyone, to Nagatoro every week. This is the weekly Nagatoro review podcast where we talk about Ijiranade Nagatoro-san. It's the greatest anime ever made. Isn't that right, Avange, my co-host?
That's a fact.
Unlike last week, where physically I was completely drained and dead due to the heat. Today, on this wonderful day, I am mentally exhausted. I am so unbelievably drained.
What's got you drained?
E3 was shit. It was
true.
I watched everything today all day, and it was really bad.
What a mistake that was.
Yeah, I know, right? Can't imagine.
Imagine doing that.
Yeah, could you imagine, folks, actually watching E3 live? Never again.
Couldn't be me.
Well, the highlight of my day was in between conferences, watching this episode of Nagatoro, and it was a good epi.
Oh yeah, this one hit just right.
I figured it would. Why don't we get right into it, because the episode kind of just gets right into it.
It does, yeah. It's kind of drop us right there, yeah.
Yeah, or they're just like walking home, as I said a little while ago. Whenever they're walking home, something good happens. It's usually a good scene.
Mm-hmm,
and like a majority of the first segment was just almost a walking home section. But regardless, she's feeding him KFC popcorn chicken.
Yeah, she's like, hey senpai, you want me to show you some hot snaps, some real spicy shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Some tasty nakes. He's like, very
Madame,
well.
I can't see that.
Yeah. Well, what I like about this is that the continuity. He's a little while ago, whenever he'd imagined Nagatoro in a lewd, if you'll excuse the word, situation, she'd always have the tan throughout her entire body. But now that he's seen her, a little less dressed, so to speak, now she's got the tan lines. It's
that's a good detail.
Yeah, let's post that in the anime details subreddit right there. Get lots of karma. Oh boy,
get into arguments on Reddit. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't post to the manga subreddits anymore, man. That place is a cesspool.
But the Nagatoro subreddit, we love, isn't that right?
Yeah, we love it there. We love you guys.
We love you guys. Thanks for giving us all those updates. Poggers. So she feeds him the popcorn chicken.
Yeah.
Now,
no, she doesn't feed it to him. He excuse you. He takes it because he's too embarrassed to eat it.
Yeah, that's true. She was gonna feed him the popcorn chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just gotta say, like, what a shame to not have a bullying GF that feeds you KFC popcorn chicken. This hurt the most out of
every day that I don't have an underage Japanese girl trying to feed me popcorn chicken is suffering.
Truly, it's the worst, and that's kind of just like the substance. That's like it from this. Like,
that's every episode of this show.
Yeah, suffering, really. It just kind of gets into like the first segment, which is she's trying to whip Senpai into shape. Now, Avange.
Yeah.
I have recently I've recently put on the running shoes again. I'm back on my jogging schedule.
Nice.
I fell off the wagon for a little while, 8 months, but I'm back at it again. The weather's nice. So, how's your running been going, Avange?
I have just gotten actually going back to the gym again after a year hiatus.
Well, you know how.
I mean, come on. There's been like a global pandemic. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah, I mean, what have you guys been keeping up with your exercising? Sound off in the comments. You've been keeping up with your exercising. But yeah,
this is actually like one of my favorite like overall complete favorite like chapters, episodes, whatever. Like this section where they're jogging. Because it's actually a little bit better with later context. I don't know if you caught on to that.
You're gonna have to let me know when the time comes.
Okay, so let's just talk right through it. So Senpai is like he's real out of shape. He can't run for shit. He's he's a string
he just gets
bean.
completely owned in the track and field thing. And I mean, let me just say for the record, when I was in high school, I also got completely fucking owned by track and field. I was a fat bastard in high school. I wasn't a string bean.
I wasn't that fat in high school, but like I was like, yeah, like middle of the road. I could swing it, but I wasn't swinging like the 5-minute mile or anything.
Hell, fuck no. I couldn't even do that right now.
God forbid I could do that right now.
Yeah, right. Could you imagine? Look, when we can do a 5-minute mile, then we can start getting anime girlfriends to feed us popcorn chicken. How's that sound?
When I can run a 5-minute mile, I'll start a really successful video game review channel.
No, he can't run the 5-minute mile anymore. Don't you remember?
Yeah, I had to take up the mantle.
Hello and welcome. Fucking goddamn it.
There it is. There's a weekly Tim Rogers
impenetrable references. Christ.
Can't live without it. Okay, yeah, but Nagatoro just she feels bad. She wants to see him like succeed and like improve himself. So I really like that she like tries to like egg him on and get him to like actually go running and go exercise.
It's nice.
And then at some point he gets real tired and he gives up, and he starts like going on this rant about how like if you don't have talent for something, there's like no point in practicing for it. And she gets real mad at him about this. Are you getting it now? You're getting it now.
Yes, I get it now.
So, spoilers for the manga. A pretty recent development. Part of her backstory, Nagatoro's backstory, is that she quit judo because she practiced, then all of a sudden, was it judo? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's judo. I was mixing judo up with kendo. My mistake.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the sword one. Sorry. Yeah. She's in judo.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden this girl starts doing it, and then like she's a complete natural at it, and like real fast she just like starts beating Nagatoro, and that just like completely demotivates her. And like it's been a while like in the manga since like this chapter versus like what I'm talking about now happened.
Yeah.
So I definitely did not catch this, but like going back and hearing it, it's like, oh shit. They're absolutely like referencing this later thing.
That completely glossed over my head. Known speed reader, tectonic improv, just completely missing all the epic continuity. Yeah, that's crazy. I gotta. There's a part in this segment where, like, Senpai's like trying to run. It's before that scene you're talking about, and that's kind of a serious thing. I'm gonna get back to the hilarious commentary and insight that we're known for, where he's like running. And Nagatoro obviously like completely passes him because she's like in shape, and he sees her ass, because I mean like guys like, well, holy shit, she's got it going on this episode. What can I say? But he sees it, and then he just unlocks the speed force because he's such a gentleman. He dare not look at such unpleasant places like that, and just immediately just like zooms right by her for 2 seconds. But in those 2 seconds, he was king.
Yeah, no. God forbid a woman run in front of him.
I know, right? The chivalry on display is unmatched.
Insane.
And there's also, she's also like there was a part where she's like degrading him, right? Or she's just like trying to get him to like motivate him and stuff.
She's absolutely trying to press his buttons, to like
it's like tough love, right?
Wrong, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. But like one of the the big insult she resorts to is wimp, and I'm like, like you've called him like way worse than wimp. I don't know why.
I feel like that's a translation thing.
Yeah, I'm because when she says wimp, there's kanji on the screen. I'm curious as to what that kanji might say.
I mean, even just like knowing what the words are, but like, because she's calling him like she commonly calls him and does call him in this episode like you're not even human, you're a maggot, senpai. So like that's way worse.
Like yeah, that's way worse. Like wimp is so G rated. I feel like maggot is way worse.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely kind of like a weird thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just a funny observation.
Yeah.
And this like first segment isn't really that long, so there really isn't too much more to say about it. Just the fact that like this was an episode for the Ass Men. Surely they've gotten an episode before. I'm just
look, we stay winning.
Drawing a blank, but this this is their day, their time. And there's a like the episode just kind of like abruptly ends on on like they start doing their stretches, right?
Yeah, and I think this part's pretty funny.
No, it is funny. I just think it just is a weird place to end the episode. I don't know. So like they're doing their stretches, and aren't you like supposed to like start with stretches?
I mean, yeah, you like do it before and after.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Yeah, they like start doing like fusion dances or whatever. Like obviously
trying to like stretch like their side.
Yeah, in
like
unison. And fucking Yoshi shows up. She's walking her dog, and she has the funniest sweatshirt I've ever seen in my entire life. Where
Hold on.
I don't remember. Do you remember
sweater.
what it is?
I don't.
She's got like this pink sweater on, or like long sleeve. Obviously, it won't be a sweater. It's fucking summer, but she's like this long sleeve on and like short shorts, walking her little tiny dog, and it's just a pink shirt that says "I heart dog."
That's pretty funny. I don't know if I find that as funny as you do, but it's pretty funny.
It just like completely caught me off guard. I just really like I really like it in like anime when characters just like wear clothes that just have English words on them, because they're always like really funny to me. Like for example, in Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta has that Badman shirt.
Oh, the
Badman
really shirt's so good. And Piccolo he's got the Post Boy shirt.
Yes, Post Boys. Toriyama is a god at this. There's also in Dragon Ball, Mercenary Tao. He has the Kill You gi.
I was just reading Tomo-chan wa Onanako, which is it's kind of somewhat similar vein. It's adjacent to Nagatoro. And there's just like a chapter in that where the one of the main characters is just wearing a shirt that says bigot. that really caught me off guard.
Yes, that guy. I saw that one. That is very funny.
I just don't know what the word means.
It's just in English. It's just this in I Heart Dog is just in the same genre, because it's not I Heart Dogs. It's like Yoshi loves that one dog.
She likes her dog.
And I mean, this dog is a cutie. It's a cute little dog. And that's like pretty much where it ends. Like she sees them and they get embarrassed, and the end. Goodbye. Okay, fair enough.
Kind of how the chapter ends too.
Yeah,
they're trying to get right into the meat of this episode though, because we're getting the plot.
I do want to say that the title cards that they did were really funny. It's it's Yoshi and Nagatoro, like they do the fusion dance, and then it's like, and the second one is like, oh shit, it worked. It's actually almost like body horror, because it's not how this isn't what the fusion forms in DBZ look like. It's not like they're half and half or anything, but
this is like if like a Gintama or something like did like a parody of a DBZ fusion. It's just like half of one person and half of the other.
Yeah. It warrants a good reaction, I'd say. Yeah. But yeah, this is just like the primer. This is the appetizer for the main course of the episode. This isn't like the school festival where it's 3 episodes. It's 2, but the second one is just extra long. And I'm not used to like shows like this fucking with the format so much, but I'm about it. So this is the beginning of the of the club president arc, the culture festival arc, right? Oh,
Yes.
fucking god.
This is kind of the first like big like plot arc we've gotten.
Yeah, this is like the
Nagatoro
first
so far.
major arc of the manga, I'd say, right?
Yeah. Because up to this point, it's just been really episodic. Maybe like there's been some continuity between like 2 chapters.
Yeah, the festival
If
I think has
that.
been the most substantial one, and that's all. That's barely anything. This is gonna be the rest of the show,
Yeah, definitely.
or at least a vast majority of it. Maybe like a non-related segment every episode, and then like a big.
I mean, I think
club.
this is going to be at least the next entire episode.
That's possible. I feel like they'd end on this though. Is the thing, and we got 2 more episodes.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like it might be dragging it out if they make it take 2 whole episodes after this, though.
Yeah,
We'll have to see.
That's fair. But it just kind of starts like any other, any of these sort of starts, where it's like, Senpai, please draw me. You know, Nagatoro's bugging him to draw her, but what I like is Senpai's like, all right, I want to draw you in this. I want to draw you in the Nagatoro outfit, and she's like, and then she leaves, and she comes back with the outfit. So I gotta ask, whoever like made that suit for her, they explain it that like someone.
Yeah, it was like the
Someone from
like
the
the
Taylor
sewing club or
Club
something.
Yeah. Whoever made that for Nagatoro in the day, like on request, is a bigger simp than Senpai. I'm just gonna say it.
Absolutely. Look, if I was in like a handicrafts club in high school and a girl's like, "Hey, make cosplay for me," I'd be like, "Hell yeah!"
Admittedly, it's not
I'm
exactly like a very. It's not like a full-on fursuit or anything, but like
it's
the
probably
gloves
like-
are like pretty substantial.
Yeah, I think it's probably like more common in Japan to like make cosplay or something like that. Like for
Oh,
a
it's
school
so
thing,
common
right?
for girls to just show up to the sewing club out of the blue.
Oh
and be
yeah,
like, "Make cosplay
every
for me."
day.
All happens all the time. I would know. I watch a lot of anime. I know everything there is to know about Japan.
Yeah, it tells me everything about Japan.
And we also kind of get a development with Sakura. I think I might have to take back what I said about her being a sociopath. Unless this is like another long con for her, but she's joined like she's a gamer girl for real now. She's joined the club, and they all made up.
This is like this like sub arc with Sakura and like the gaming club guys is really strange to me.
It is a little odd.
Like, I don't know whether they're trying to like imply anything about her, because I don't want to like assume that, because that's a bit weird if they're trying to imply that like all the guys at the fucking gaming club are railing her.
Oh my god, I didn't know if you were gonna say that or not.
I mean, why not?
I'm glad you're brave enough too, though.
Only I.
No, definitely not. Did you see how shy they were when she was just like had a passing interest in video games?
I don't know if all of a sudden, like, cause Sakura always says like, "Oh, I'm gonna like go, I go play with these guys or whatever." If they're actually like trying to like
Pokemon.
get us, and she's just actually a gamer, that'd be kind of funny. That'd be real funny.
It would be.
Get on that, Nanashi.
And I could definitely go for like a spin-off manga with Sakura, at least like a one shot. But
Oh yeah, like 1 or 2 chapters like with just her would be nice.
But I also gotta say that I noticed that her like half of her shirt was like tucked in and the other half was out. So
I've like pointed that out before, and that's just kind of like how they're drawing her for the show.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like because in the date episode it was we weren't sure if that was just like she looked frazzled in that one scene or not. But
I thought she was just disheveled.
Yeah, she's just disheveled in that way for whatever reason.
Just constantly.
Yeah. But I really like their idea for the festival to turn into a drag cafe. I'm gonna skip ahead to the preview a bit, but they go back to this drag cafe idea in the preview voiceover.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're just like they really want him to do it, and you know what? I'd like for Senpai to do that as well. I think it'd be funny, and no other reason. I just think it'd be funny.
It's just funny, guys.
He even does girl voice at the end. That's pretty good.
There's a part for the episode where his voice just like starts slowly like getting higher and higher pitched as he's talking to them.
The voice actor for Senpai is doing a really good job. I
He's
noticed
got some
it,
range.
especially in this episode, that he really captures like the shyness or like the anxiety that he's feeling 90% of the time. But all right, let's not delay this anymore. It's time to say hello to the club president and her massive boobs.
Didn't think you were gonna say it.
They all saw the episode. They saw them.
They know. They're aware. She's stacked.
It'd be one thing if just like she had huge boobs, but literally when she shows up, she just like walks in, she has her arms crossed, and then they just kind of like it's fucking High School of the Dead. They start like flopping around.
I hate that like boob jiggle sound effect, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
I do. Yeah.
Where it's like she stands, she puts her arms under, and then all of a sudden there's just like a jiggle, and you hear like.
I'll see if I can find the sound effect and put it in the episode.
Hey, play it right now.
All right. Yeah, that sound effect. It is for sure played out. But and so is just like Havoc engine boobs on large-breasted women. But you know, it's just par for the course.
It's like a Wilhelm scream to me.
It's the Wilhelm scream of anime. It's just something you kind of have to deal with most of the time. We can't always have like Cowboy Bebop, the movie, where like Faye's larger than average boobs like sag to the sides in that one scene. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they defy gravity, and that's just how it rolls. But the club president, I'm a known critic of the hairstyle, the hair colors of the girls in the show. I personally, however, like the hair they chose for the club president, if only because it's different from, it's not blonde like the other ones. Although I did imagine it with more of a shade of red.
Yeah, no, it's definitely supposed to be more of like or I kind of thought it was more of like a reddish purple, like it kind of ends up being, but it's very, very, very dark purple, I would call it.
Yeah, and she has piercing red eyes.
Too, I didn't think her eyes would look like that. That is the one thing that caught me off guard.
It's interesting, but I like it.
No, it works.
Or it's almost like orange, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool. And we're gonna be seeing a lot more of her. This is just kind of like the introduction.
Yeah, this is only a taste.
Yeah, this is just a taste of what's to come. And she's just kind of going off on Senpai for pretty much turning the club room into like the hangout zone for
yeah. I really like his like poor attempt to hide. It's like, oh, he hears her coming, and then he's like, oh, just get in the back room.
The other room.
And then, like, all their snacks, all of their backpacks, everything's still just sitting right there.
The casting couch is right there. It's the first thing she sees.
It's a green couch, man. Come on.
What's also funny is that she's just like, I've been hearing rumors that there have been unscrupulous characters in this club. So my theory from last week about how the entire school knows that Nagatoro and Senpai are just constantly
flirting,
bagging each other. Yeah, flirting, just nonstop. It's true. It's pretty much confirmed, everyone. So that's good to know. Yeah, and like you were saying, he just kind of he like immediately folds and like has no idea how to react. And to be fair, like he's been manning this club like solo for like the entire year so far.
Yeah, I don't really know like the schedule of like Japanese schools and like when like a cultural festival might usually be happening.
It seems like we're still in summer, at least because of the weather.
Yeah, but even though like because like Japanese schools are like on a different like schedule, because I think they run like trimesters kind of system.
Let me think. I'm trying to think. I think You're gonna love this. In Persona 5, I'm pretty sure they had the Culture Festival in September.
This really reminds me of Persona 5, says man who has only played Persona 5.
Yeah, it was giving me some Persona 5 vibes when they talked about culture festivals and drag club.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it might have. That was all I had to say. Is that I think it's September because that's when it is in Persona 5, and I think 4.
Okay.
Don't remember 3. I don't think there's a culture festival in 3.
So yeah, he's been manning the club for like at least, I don't know, half a year.
Half a year, yeah.
I don't know, something like that. I don't know when a Japanese school year starts.
It starts in like March.
March. Is that also when it starts Persona?
Yes, actually. Yeah, that's how I know that. That one's more reasonable though, I feel like.
Yeah.
Just being like, oh, because the culture festival was in Persona 5 at this date. All high schools must have the culture festival then. Let me think when the culture festival was in Code Geass. Maybe that could help us.
I don't know how much we know about the time, like what month it is in Code Geass.
That's fair. I also haven't seen Code Geass in like 7 years, so.
Ooh, same. Yeah, I watched that shit in high school.
Yeah, right. Good shit.
Real
watch
good
Code
shit.
Geass.
But this isn't the
after
Code
this.
Geass podcast.
Not yet.
Not yet. Soon.
Well, like
Look, we're coming to the end of this podcast pretty soon. We gotta come up with something else.
We gotta reach 30 minutes at least. We still got a couple more before.
We still got some content to pad here, guys.
Yeah, we still got content to talk about. But yeah, like he's been running this club all on his own. You know, it's not like he hasn't. It's not like he's been slacking the whole time.
No,
she like chides him for like drawing anime girls. So all right, this is gonna get a little like metatextual or outside of the box, but she's like, it's like, I didn't know this was manga club, and he's like, fair enough, this isn't anime, however this is real life to them. And
that's right.
The portrait looks very close to how Nagatoro looks in the show. Like it's almost 1 for 1. So does that mean that they look like manga characters in their universe?
I don't want to assume that. I think it's just a weird way in how it translates. Because you know how he like he's like drawing his own manga, and it's like the Nagatoro character is in that.
Yeah.
I think it's just a weird way in how it's translating that, because it's definitely supposed to be like his sketch of her is definitely supposed to be like in like a manga anime style.
Of course, yeah, yeah.
And rather than just like draw a stylized Nagatoro, they're just gonna draw her.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder what anime in anime is supposed to be like. It's probably just like super simplified down, you know.
Imagine it probably just looks like Pop Team Epic.
It's like when you see like a cartoon or something in like down a GTA or something, how it's like, oh, it's like Power Rangers, but they're just like green blobs or something, like green, red, yellow, like blobs, you know. Well,
Nagatoro does turn into a blob sometimes.
That's true. Noodle Toro, if you will.
Have we broke new ground here? Have we dived down the rabbit hole even further?
Maybe. This is the meta I'm not willing to... I don't want to get too deep into. We can go.
I think we're on to something. But yeah. Yeah, so she's like, I'm going to terminate this club, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. See ya. And then Nagatoro's like, don't do that. I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, no, it's a bit disappointing to see him just bend over so easily to her. Because like you want to hope that he's been spending so much time with Nagatoro and he's like starting to develop a spine in a way. He's at least willing to like talk back to Nagatoro, but you can see that like the club president is still like, he holds her just on like such a pedestal.
She's just on a completely different level, and I think that's what this whole arc is about. Is like earning her respect, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was something I had to actually like point out or look up is like when Nagatoro's defending Senpai, she's like, he works constantly like a keener. I'm like,
I had to look that up.
The fuck is a keener?
I had never heard that before.
And I'm glad I'm not the only one. now I have to look it up again because I don't remember. But it's a person who wails or sings. And that's not it.
That's not the one you're looking for.
Yeah. Someone who is eager, zealous, or enthusiastic. Like, okay, that makes sense. That is fitting for what he does. He's very dedicated to his hobby. But like, I'm always talking about like, oh, it makes sense for like a high school girl like Nagatoro to say stuff like sus and like poggers and whatever. But like Keener, I've never heard the word Keener in my life.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that some Zoomer vocabulary?
Yeah, is that something Zoomers say? I don't think so. It seems like a fucking like a John Steinbeck word or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I use TikTok. I don't think that's a Zoomer term. I'm down with the kids.
Yeah, not too down, I hope.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. But like, this is pretty much where it ends. If I had to come up with any sort of criticism, and it's not really like a big deal, but this is just sort of a big setup. It's just a setup of things to come. So it's more of it's a lull in the storyline, so to speak. But it promises big, and I think it will deliver. What about you?
I agree. I'm really looking forward to the next couple episodes.
Yeah, this should prove good, especially knowing what we know about this arc.
Knowing what's going to happen, yeah.
Good lord, this fucking woman.
I'm ready to be surprised. I'm ready for them to subvert our expectations.
Oh, fingers crossed. Do you imagine if they do a Subverter Reno and
they just completely change the plot of the manga?
Insane. Yeah. They go like full Metal Alchemist 2003 on our asses.
Ooh, yeah.
I honestly wouldn't be mad, depending on what it is. But
President just NTR's Nagatoro. Yeah, I'd be down.
Good lord. I have to wonder about the class president. Despite the things she does, I have to wonder if she cares at all for sex in any kind.
I think she's above it.
That sounds about right. We can discuss her more in detail. I don't want to any anime watchers. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
Regarding her. So maybe I've already said too much. Regardless, tune in next week when we discuss. We reach Nagatoro endgame.
Yeah. See you next time.
Are you doing the Tim Rogers thing again?
I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to do like a movie kind of voice, like a radio voice. Look, okay,
stupid, but I will not die hungry.
Video games forever. That's just how he talks, man. It's not my fault
it's crazy. It really is.
Are we done? Are we still recording? This is in the episode. This is going in.
Of course it is.
I'm stopping. This is it. This is the end of the episode.